Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a new episode of the Top Shooters Podcast. It's your boy Big Head Benny, joined by my co-host out in Fort Collins, Colorado. That is the Big Duke. What's going on tonight, Big Duke?
Yeah, not much, Benny. It's good to have the boys back together. Actually, out here in Fort Collins, we're expecting a huge storm, a 50-year storm. They're saying 20 to 30 inches of snow. So for an Australian, that's actually pretty exciting.
Hot damn. That's the first I've heard about that. How many inches of snow?
They're saying 20 to 30, but there's been some mixed reports. Some saying as little as 18, but others saying around 23, 25 inches. So we'll see what happens over the weekend.
Yeah, that is a big snowstorm. Are you a snowblow guy or a shoveler?
Unfortunately, I'm a shoveler.
Nice. Well, hopefully it shouldn't melt. Shouldn't be too long. Nothing like a March snowstorm. What else is going on? You sipping on a few beers down there in FOCO?
Absolutely. Today, Friday night, so a couple of crispy boys getting knocked down. How about yourself, Benny?
I'm having a Goose Island Matilda. So, as you can see here, YouTube viewers, it is a 7% ABV Matilda to go along with an empty six-pack.
Wow. You didn't get that in Penda, did you?
I sure did. As, I was a little more sober on our first take, as this is our second podcast recording, as when you drink a six-pack of Matildas that are 7%, you forget to hit the start button on the episode recording. So this is our second take. I did get it in Pender at the local gas station called Frazie's. They do a great job of keeping beers in stock, especially craft beers. They rotate them. This week I'm having a few Matildas, so it's just okay. It's not great. It's a couple of crispy boys going down with the episode as we talk some NBA Top Shot.
Yeah, I mean, what better way to do it on a Friday night?
Yeah, a Friday night into Saturday morning here in Nebraska. It looks like it is about 11:51 p.m. Central Time, local time here in P-Town. We are recording currently, so this will be our final take, Michael. And I'm excited to get into it. Again, I'd love to sit here and talk beer. Our buddy Alex Irvine has a Beer Lovers Club podcast where we talk beer. Tonight we're talking some NBA Top Shot. What's going on in Top Shot, Big Duke? What are your thoughts in the Top Shot world?
Yeah, well, huge weekend with all the pre-order packs getting fulfilled today. So everyone who had the pre-order packs, they should have received those today. They've rolled out, so that's huge. I think a couple of our fans or followers had a few packs, Benny. I think you, in the first take, you actually ran us through what their packs were. So do you want to do that again?
I would love to. Yeah, so we did have some fans opening up some packs. I really appreciate, I shouldn't say fans. I don't even know that they're fans, but we'll say followers. Appreciate some of our followers sharing their pack openings and a couple of Bens opening packs. And I thought this was awesome on opposite sides of the SKU. For those of you viewing on the Garage Hustle YouTube channel, you can see these here. Let's start with Ben Kakanis, and he is out in Philly. He opened up his pack. Cody Zeller, Evan Fournier, and Bam Adebayo. I know Michael has a note on that Bam coming up here shortly on why it is a little more valuable. We'll talk about that in a little bit. But boy, get fired up to open your pack. Wait 2 weeks, and Cody Zeller, Evan Fournier, and Bam Adebayo.
Ouch.
That's an oof, and that might even be a big oof.
Didn't we have an opposite story, though, on the other end, Benny?
We do. Quick note, Michael. Believe this or not, we're gonna play a game here, okay? This is a game on the Top Shooters podcast. Do you remember the 3 moments that he opened? So we have Bam Adebayo, Evan Fournier, and Cody Zeller. Here's your trivia question. One of those players, let me start it over. Let me rephrase the question. Your boy Big Head Benny was mistaken in 2013 at a gift shop at a church in Washington, D.C. I was mistaken for one of those players. Somebody came up to me, tried to shake my hand, and they said, "Are you Bam Adebayo?"
They did say you were, they said Bam Adebayo?
No, we would have been like, 17 at the time. No, your guess. One of those three.
Who was Evan Fournier and who was the other one?
I'm not telling.
Um, the other one. I'll take the other one.
Yeah, it was.
Cody Zeller. Cody
Yeah.
Zeller.
Some dude came up to me one time and he goes, "Bro, are you Cody Zeller?" Like, no. I'm like, no, I'm not Cody Zeller. I'm 6'3", 180 pounds, soaking wet. Cody Zeller is 6'9", a post player for Indiana. He thought I was Cody Zeller. It literally made my whole life. As you can tell, I'm talking about it 8 years later.
You should have just played along.
I
Just,
should
yep,
have.
I'm Cody.
I'm Cody by my Top Shot moment in 8 years. um, but no, so that was his pack. Not a very underwhelming pack to say the least. Then you have another Ben who listens to, I guess, follows our Twitter account, one of our 22 followers, and he opened this pack: Giannis, James Wiseman, and LeBron James.
Whoa.
Like, dude, imagine opening that pack. LeBron, Giannis, the two best players in the game, along with James Wiseman. Like, that's a pack right there.
Out of a $10 pack.
A $10 pack with instantly how much value would you say? At least $200 value.
Yeah, I'd say around
That's
200.
out of, I was looking at even TapShot, the official account, had put out a tweet saying, hey, if you opened up a pack tonight, make sure you share with us who you got. That's the best one I saw out of anybody who shared one tonight. Did you see any good pack openings or anything at all on Twitter, Michael?
I didn't actually see any until you told me those two. So they're the only two I know about. And I know which one I'd be choosing if I could choose my own.
Yeah, I know. I would take my boy Cody
And
Zeller
Kokanis.
all day.
Yeah.
Cody Zeller, baby.
Yeah, and you mentioned Bam Adebayo just before, Ben. I did want to bring up that he is actually a part of the upcoming challenge, the challenge that's live at the moment. It's actually the most affordable challenge that the Top Shot has done. So it's actually going to be pretty interesting. It's going to be pretty cool. You only need to own 5 moments and you receive a Mike Conley Seeing Stars moment, which is a pretty good moment to own. All those Seeing Stars moments have really gone up and they're all sort of around, the bottom guys like Sabonis and stuff are around 160, 170. So you'd think the Mike Conley on its own probably worth at least $150. And all you have to do is own 5 moments that are numbered to 35,000. They are Victor Oladipo, Bam Adebayo. So that's obviously a handy one for Ben Kokanis to get in his pack. Karl Anthony Towns, DeMar DeRozan, and Pascal Siakam. DeMar DeRozan and Pascal Siakam have moments out there that are numbered to 15,000 and they're selling for about $25. So gives you an idea. These are all to 35,000. They should all be pretty affordable. And I'm looking forward to it to get that Mike Conley Seeing Stars. It's a pretty reasonable challenge. And that's a far cry from the other ones where they spend $10,000 to get this $1,000 moment. So it's definitely an affordable challenge.
Yeah, no doubt. It is cool that, Top Shot is giving collectors like you and I, the average Joes, with just a couple of bones in our wallet to have a chance to collect some of these challenges and try to complete them. The Mike Conley All-Star Challenge is cool. Obviously, Conley's first All-Star game was last week, so pretty fitting that they come out with a challenge for that. And, if you have those moments, they're going to be more valuable than other players. We were talking about comparisons. You could say like Christian Wood and Bam Adebayo might be similar players, but you're going to see Bam's moment go for double what Christian Wood's moment would go for, just because it's involved in a challenge. So obviously that it's more sought after. It's going to be a higher price. So
yeah, I'm looking forward to trying to get that challenge, trying to complete it. Mike Conley is obviously a favorite of yours. You got him in your fantasy team this year, Benny.
I know, yeah. It's cool to see him get his first All-Star game. So that'll be a fun challenge. I probably won't try to complete it myself. I don't see a ton of value in that, and I don't really feel like wanting those moments. But I guess just going into the market next week, I feel like these 35,000 pop count, I guess 35,000 plus, that plus sign gives you, they could do however many they want. But I don't see this these moments having a ton of value. Your Giannis, LeBron, Wiseman, those will have some value, but your more middle of the road players, will probably wane somewhere in that $1 to $10 range. But as far as the market goes next week, I do, in fact, think that the market is going to take a bit of a dive with just so many more moments coming on. I just see the market taking a bit of a dive um, just because more things are becoming available. So, for example, let's say you're a Giannis collector, you're high on Giannis, or let's say somebody like when I one week we had really tipped Brogdon, a couple of Natty TV games. He's been playing good basketball. Well, you click on Brogdon and it gives you a drop down of all of his moments. Well, there are so many more available now with these 35,000 moments being open for every player in the league. There's just so much more in the marketplace. Subsequently, you're going to see a dive at least when in the next few days when restrictions are lifted from the market. Would you agree?
Yeah, I would. And I mean, the big question is going to be if you do complete that challenge and you get your Mike Conley, like what do you do with those moments that were required for the challenge afterwards? Like everyone is going to be trying to sell them
Yeah.
once the challenge is completed. So it's going to be a shit show and they're probably going to get pretty cheap. And I mean, if you want to sacrifice a loss on those moments to get the Mike Conley, well, then that's kind of what it comes down to, I feel like.
Yeah. No doubt. I don't see these as super valuable pieces, but it's cool to see people opening up their packs. I know you can get LEs out of them though, right?
Yeah, so you're right, Ben. So there's 13 limited editions there. So there's 6 rookie debut limited editions, and they're only being released 500 of those. There's 7 players' first Top Shot limited editions, so they are players that are appearing on Top Shot for the first time, and there's 1,500 of those. There's 2 rookies, but they are CCs, and there's over 10,000 of those. And then there's the 37 other CCs that are 10,000 plus of those as well. So definitely getting those rookie debut limited editions is where there's value in the packs. But then, as you said, you can obviously get moments that are in the challenge and things like that. So that's how they break down. And none of these moments that are in these pre-order packs are actually out in the marketplace yet already. So they're all brand new to the marketplace and released for the first time. So it's kind of exciting. But yeah, as Benny said, it's going to change the market pretty dramatically, I think, as well.
Yeah, I mean your commons aren't going to be worth a ton of value. You get your higher end players. It's going to help, but I'm interested. Those LE pulls would be sweet. It's not like you're opening a worthless pack by any means. You got a chance to pull some sweet LE stuff that, it's always fun. While I know that the chances are small, but you always want that chance of opening a $1,000 moment or something off your $10 buy-in. But like you get a pack like Ben Hanton, all of his are commons, meaning they're all numbered to 35,000, but they're still going to have some value with LeBron, Giannis, and a Wiseman.
Oh, for sure, for sure.
But you're chasing your LEs. Now, if one of those is an LE, he's opening up thousands of dollars. Where now, he's opening up a couple $100, which is still an awesome pack to say the least. But it is fun to see. Hey, everybody's opening up a pack. Everybody that could stay awake for a 12-hour time period gets to open up a pack this weekend. So I think that's pretty cool, and I think this will get people's Top Shot. A lot of people's frustrations have come from missing out on these pack drops. Well, getting that
Definitely.
experience to open up a pack, I think it's only going to do good things for our community.
Yeah, and I mean, there's still people that have joined since that pre-order. Like I'm in a couple of Discords, and some of them people were saying, "I'm hearing a lot about this pre-order. What's this pre-order? How do I get one?"
Mm-hmm.
And they actually joined Top Shot after that pre-order came out, so within the last 2 weeks. So, I mean, it's still growing. There's still a lot of people that missed that. So I don't know if they're ever going to do it again or when they'll do that, but.
No, what I think that they're going to do is they're going to say anybody who hasn't opened a pack and has a podcast can open a pack of LEs with LeBron and some Giannis's and things.
So that's just you?
That is just me. So no, I did again. If you listened to our show last week, I was going to complain to Top Shot about not getting a pack. I haven't contacted them. I shouldn't say complain, but reach out trying to get my first pack since I've been on for a month and haven't opened one yet. But hey, it is what it is. I'm just saving it up for something special. I think I'm going to get rewarded here over the next couple of weeks. But again, it was my fault. The pre-order, anybody who was there could have got one. Fell asleep after a night shift and my phone ended up dying. So it's no big deal. It's fun to see everybody opening up packs. Michael, I know you got one along with your sister-in-law, my sister Holly. When are you guys going to open up your packs?
Yeah, so we opened our first packs last week together. We FaceTimed and opened them that way, and we had a bit of luck or a bit of success with the moments that we received. So we were thinking we'll do the same thing. I did think about opening it on the show tonight with you, but wanted to do the right thing by Holly, and we had some good luck last time, so we've decided to open them tomorrow. But just on packs for yourself, obviously, since you haven't got one, there is rumors or whispers that Thursday is the day that the next packs will be dropping. So definitely be alert Thursday. Set your alarm Friday. Get a good sleep Friday night and set your alarm Thursday, because that's when the next ones are apparently meant to be dropping. But I'm sure it's going to be soon either way.
That would make really good sense. Get some good sleep on Friday after the pack drop on Thursday. Great advice there, Michael.
No, Wednesday. Sleep Wednesday.
Thank you. Oh, okay. Thank you. But I will say I have not missed a pack drop except for the one that you're guaranteed to get one in. So all these pack drops I've been in, but the one time where there are 180,000 people in the queue and I got 160, and at 7 a.m., I know that queue was really churning along slow. You had to stay in it for the long haul, and it was just weeding out the people who couldn't sustain it. That was me. I pussed out, fell asleep on a dead phone. Hey, it is what it is. I'm excited to see what you guys get. I think you or Holly is going to open up an LE. Anybody who's listening, let us know what you're getting in these pack drops. We're really curious. Again, a couple of our followers online, the two Bens ended up on opposite spectrums. Before we go, Michael, I want to talk a little bit more about the market going into next week. I know we touched base on it briefly, but we did want to talk about what our stimmies are going to do to that. And by stimmies, I mean the degenerate language for the stimulus check that just passed in the House and the legislature this last week. Americans are going to get $1,400 into their pockets this week. I'm really excited about it. Michael, what do you think that the $1,400 are going to do for the Top Shot world into the marketplace?
Yeah, well, I'm in a couple of Discords, and one of them, there was a couple of hours.
Wait, Michael, before you start, I just wanted to cut you off quick. Are you in a couple of Discords?
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, sorry. So, in the Discords, what were they chatting about?
Where's this going? I'm confused.
Nothing. Just being a smart ass. Go ahead. Keep going.
Okay, so I am in a couple of Discords that are top shot related, and in those Top Shot Discords, one of them, there was a couple of hours of conversation purely about the stimulus check and people saying what they were going to do and that they were going to put their stimulus into Top Shot. So I think you're right, Benny. I think where you're going with this is pretty accurate, that it will generate some more revenue into NBA Top Shot.
You know, with the last stimulus checks, people get this extra money, and thank you for those YouTubers. Michael is a big Discord fan, and you actually got me on Discord a couple years ago, and I appreciate that. Shout out Shooter. But what I think is going to happen is we're going to see a decrease with these moments hitting the marketplace and more people getting experience with selling. There's just going to be more product out there and less demand. When I think that we're going to see a spike again, I think we're going to see a pack drop about Thursday-ish, like we were talking. So prior to pack drops, people are selling things off, trying to get money in their Dapper balance, expecting to buy, right? So you're selling moments. Let's say we have pack drops of $20 packs, just an example. Well, everyone wants to make sure they have $20 in their Dapper. So we're going to sell some things off. We're going to sell maybe some moments that are undervalued. We just want to make sure we have that balance. The pack drop comes. Okay, only 25% of the people get the packs. Well, you have this money sitting in your Dapper. Most people want to get out and spend that. Okay, so what we see in the market prior to pack drops, we see it go down. After pack drops, we see it go up. So if we have a pack drop around Thursday, I think we're going to see a real increase in the market come Friday, come the weekend, as we see these pack drops. After them, people will have more money from this stimulus check, and I think that we're really going to see a nice increase in the market sometime coming in the next week when people are getting these checks.
Yeah, well, the only thing that's really been increasing in the market recently is those seeing stars moments. There's a current challenge that I think you need to own 9 or 10 of those seeing stars, and I remember they were all the all-star guys. So there's only sort of 15 or 16 seeing stars, and to begin with, so it's a pretty limited quantity of seeing stars, and the ones that are in the challenge have really been taking off. So they're the only things that have been going up. Everything else, like Benny said, has been trending downwards.
For sure. Well, again, appreciate you guys tuning in on this Friday/Saturday here in Nebraska. Michael, let's tell the people where they can find us. I know we're on the YouTube Garage Hustle channel. Michael's running the Instagram. What's the Insta handle?
That's at Top Shooters Pod. So that's Top Shooters Pod, and you can find us on the gram.
Find us on the gram. Find us on the Twitter. In the meantime, let's hit this outro. Drop it down real low for the boys back at home. Outro
Check the
hit.
mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
Outro hit.
I can edit it on there.
All right, we're not gonna do the outro. We don't even need you at it. We'll go check the mic, boys. Michael, hits the outro.
I'll edit this.
Okay. You can edit it. Fine. The outro won't play. I have to pee.
Yeah, I got to piss too bad.